What song you want to do first?
I don't know. Probably.
All right, boys.
Don't remember last night.
Here we go.
You think?
This is the Mikey Show podcast. You've just tuned in for one hell of a show. And of course, I screw up my own intro yet again.
Do it again?
No, we're rolling. That's the way she's going to fly. All right, today on the show, we have got the Prairie Dogs. Boys, introduce yourselves.
All right. Well, I'm Dwight, and I guess what do I say? Been a singer for a long time, and been writing music for since I could write, and I guess that's about it right there. Yeah.
All right, and you got definitely the big voice, so you're going to be a two-fister from that microphone, I think.
Yeah, I figure it.
Yeah, two-fister.
Right. There you go.
There you go. Keith?
All right. I'm Keith. Keith Hambrook is my name. And
Into the microphone, Keith.
and so, yeah, I've been playing guitar my whole life, I guess. I started when I was about 9 years old and played in a ton of different bands. And about 3 years ago, ran into Dwight, who joined our band, which is a cover band called Throttle Up. And then we end up leaving that band and doing the Prairie Dogs full time. And so we've been doing this band since last January 2018. And it's been unbelievable. We got signed last summer by a U.S. independent label called Music and Film. And here we are. 3 singles in.
3 singles.
Yeah, we've got radio playing about 60 countries.
Full CD out.
Yeah.
Available on the website.
That's right, yeah.
What's the best way to find your music? iTunes?
iTunes, Spotify,
we're
every
everywhere.
streaming service.
Yeah.
But really, the best thing would be to go to our website. One, you can buy CDs directly through there and also learn more about our band and our music. And we have tons of pictures and video on there from our live performances, everything.
All right. Well, gents, instead of trying to talk about the type of music you guys do, how about we just show them and see how that turns out?
Sure thing.
All right. What do you want to play for us first?
We'll start with our, I guess, hit song, if you will. It went to number 9 in Europe, and it's called "Don't Remember Last Night," and some of you will relate, I'm sure.
Frickin' standing.
So how this song came about was Dwight, he goes, "Hey, God, I got this perfect idea for this song." So, and Dwight and I, when we go and we've been on the road playing and stuff, we do like to get after it from time to time. So I read the lyrics like, wow, okay, I understand this song. So we just, how long did it take? I mean, we had this
That song
down
came so quick. Yeah.
in half an hour.
Those are always the best ones, the ones on a cocktail napkin.
Yeah.
We're pretty good about that. I mean, all of our songs, we write them really, really fast. I mean, they just come out of us.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and there's been ones that haven't worked out. And,
True,
and we know because we'll work it and we'll just find no direction.
Well, when you're overthinking it, it ain't coming from the heart.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just sometimes it doesn't fit. I'll have an idea, like a musical idea, that just doesn't gel with the lyrics, or just
or it just doesn't fit the band.
You can just tell, right? It just isn't right.
It's not country enough. It's not rock enough. So
yeah, but this just I don't know if it was one of the first songs we wrote, but when we did it, we were like, yep, like that's we knew it was going to be fun to play live. Great to drive to, right?
Yeah.
When we play that live, everybody likes it and dances to it, and it's a party song, so kind of suits our live performance, really. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, gents, well, I'll do the mixing on the fly. We'll see how she turns out, but let's get the audience warmed up.
I don't know if that sounds too much like our last show.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
All right, let her rip, boys.
Okay.
I don't remember last night. I might have got in a fight. 12 beer in and I think I sinned, yeah. I don't remember last night. It was 4:15 when I arrived at the bar. There was a good-looking girls getting out of their car. I followed them in and held the door for all but one. Then they asked me if I'd like to sit down. I said, damn hell yeah, and I peacock proud to all them girls, all except for one. I don't remember last night. I might have got in a fight. 12 beer in and I think I sinned, yeah. I don't remember last night. Well, all I remember, she was so good looking, with all of her curls and her fingernails clicking to the sound of the band and the music that they played. We left the bar at 2:30, and her and I were stuck like glue. The best thing to me since they created sliced up bread. We had a time and I was in the pocket, and we finished off with a blasting rocket. I knew right then that she was the one for me. I don't remember last night. I might have got in a fight. 12 beer in and I think I sinned, yeah. I don't remember last night. Well, we woke up, my arms around her. He got it all shit. All around me. Whoops.
You don't remember last night or the words.
Whoops. Oh boy. Well, we should probably pull that one off again. That was a mistake.
Well, that's what makes it fun. And the good news here, boys, is that I'm live and raw. So
yeah, perfect. Yeah, right on.
Uncut,
Yeah,
no post-production. It is what it
yeah, there you go. Right on. Oh boy, I tell you.
It's a toe tapper, though.
There you go. Yeah. We last weekend we had a gig, and dance floor was packed when that song came on, which was really nice to see. So, pretty happy about that.
Where do you guys get your inspiration for the songs?
That particular song just came to me. I don't know.
It wasn't really about a particular night.
Yeah, no, it's
one
just
specific. I mean, the storyline goes that a guy goes out, has a blackout basically, and then ends up being a parent out of the whole
that's right.
event.
Yeah.
So that never happened.
Yeah. So that's. But I mean, it's really about getting to that point and waking up in the morning going, oh, whoops, so that's kind of what the song's about. So
How big's your band?
5-piece.
Yeah.
Five-piece.
Yeah.
So we got a bass, guitar,
Two guitar players.
two guitar players,
Yep. Me and a drummer. Yeah.
you and a drummer, no keyboard.
No keyboards.
But the Prairie Dogs, I mean, really, sorry, the Prairie Dogs are really the two of us. But then, to play live, this is about as big as it sounds, guitar, one guitar, one singer. So anyways, the other guitar player is a good friend of ours and was in our cover band as well. And his name's Terry, wonderful guy from Black Diamond, as a matter of fact. And then the drummer, Michael Robinson.
Which some of you might know.
Yeah, he is from Okotoks. And he plays in another cover band too. But he lives close, and we just have so much in common with this guy. He's a fantastic guy, and great player. And so he was really interested in being involved. So we started jamming with him, and then we needed a bass player, and we ended up getting this guy Jared, who actually lives in Medicine Hat, and we actually put an ad out, and that's how we ended up playing with Jared. And he's got a big resume. He played with Alan Jackson. I think he toured with Alan Jackson for 9 months. He's got quite a resume.
Yeah.
And so he's a really good backup singer and a very, obviously very solid bass player. And so for us, I mean, with him and then with Terry, who's a really great singer as well, we can really be about the vocals when we play live. So like this song, maybe not a great example of what we have good harmonies in, but a lot of our stuff has big harmonies in it for lead vocal and for the chorus. So it just sounds really great with those guys, solid players and great singers.
Yeah.
It's just incredible how much talent is in Southern Alberta.
Oh, it's insane. Oh, yeah.
And even Okotoks, there's a ton of good.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of
For
players,
sure.
a lot of
Whatever.
active bands.
Yep.
Now, are you guys doing any cover tunes at all anymore, or is it all originals?
Well, when we
Depends on the
play,
show.
it depends on the show. Yeah. If we're playing a bar scene, which we try and we try and stay away from.
Yeah,
We like to do the festivals and stuff, but there are those times, and you have to. You don't have a choice, really. I mean, you can't just play your originals and expect people to just jump out of their seats and stuff. You have to play stuff that
that's
people
what
know.
we're working towards, though. Right?
Absolutely.
And it depends how much airplay and support we get for the area, right? So the plan is, like, most of our airplay has been in the UK, and so our labels really, their big plan for us is to go over there and do a tour. Now
Sort of funny that this style of music gets the start there instead of ends up there.
yeah, I don't know.
That's right, yeah. And it happens in reverse the other way, right? So European groups will hit the American market first, and because it's different than anything else anybody's heard, and then they'll go back, right? So, but the live music scene in Europe is much bigger. For example, playing a bar in this area or in Calgary or surrounding areas, you're lucky to get $750 a show, let's say, okay. But playing there, you can get $5,000 a show, and
there's so many places to play over there for a city of 1 million people.
Yeah,
it's unreal. And I just
absolutely
haven't been there. I haven't played there, but from what we've been told so far and a little bit of work we've done on this tour, it just God, there just seems to be.
I've heard that Ireland's a good scene.
Anywhere over there is great. Yeah,
haven't looked into that yet, but I've heard that too, and I just think it's a culture. People just go out more. Here, everybody.
I think so too. Yeah. When I was over in England, there, we went to the pubs and they were packed. And I'm talking these are multi-level pubs, and they hold thousands of people, and they're just they're standing room only.
And this is where?
This is in in Leeds, actually, was where we went. But
okay.
If you know anything about that, I'll quit. But yeah, no, the bars over there are pretty insane, and people go there to party, and they want entertainment. So it's pretty impressive, pretty cool stuff. So.
The one we were just doing, is that your best party tune? Is that the best toe tapper?
We got other ones too.
We got lots, yeah. We're gonna slow it down for you here for this one, though.
All right, let's do another one.
We're gonna play a love song instead.
Yep.
So, all right.
Am I gonna get all weepy?
Yeah, you might. Yeah, you might. Yeah. If we played Blue Jean, you might, for sure. I don't know.
Well, if you can sing a song that's so sweet that my wife comes back downstairs, that's a winner.
That's a winner. All right. Well, we'll see how we can do.
For guys that are married, so this is about, really the ups and downs of a long-term relationship, right? So it ain't that way, man.
That's right.
Yeah. So it was very heartfelt stuff, really. So
yeah,
it is for us.
Cool. All right. You ready?
All right, boys.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, good.
Yeah. What are we doing here? How do we get down to this place? It's been 1,000,000 years since I seen the smile on your face. Can I turn back the hands of time to see the girl I once knew? To see you looking at me and see me looking back at you. Whatever we've been through, it will always be me and you. Do you know what I'm thinking of? Can't make it without your love. Whatever we've been through, it will always be me and you. Do you know what I'm thinking of? Can't make it without your love. Can I say I'm pleased to meet you? Can I ask you your first name? Can I ask you on a date? I promise I won't be late. Can and I see you in the dress you wore the night we first met. Can I kiss you for the first time again and take away your breath? Whatever we've been through, it will always be me and you. Do you know what I'm thinking of? Can't make it without your love. Whatever we've been through, it will always be me and you. Do you know what I'm thinking of? Can't make it without your love.
That's fantastic, guys. I really enjoy your work.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, man.
It's really, really good. Like, you guys aren't a couple of wannabes, let me tell you. They're the real deal. There's no question about that.
Thank you. I
Gosh,
appreciate
thanks.
that. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, no, it's true.
You know, so where we're at, man, it's like a dental appliance in front
I
of
know,
me.
man. I know.
So, yeah, because where we're at, like for myself, I mean, you know, obviously you can tell we're just a couple of kids, but,
Right.
but no, like, you know what? I mean, I worked my whole life and, I've always loved this. And just at some point you just got to go, you know what, to hell with it. Like, this is what we love doing. I think this is what I'm best at. You know, I just got to be more than chance that I ran into Dwight, who lives 5 minutes away from me. And then we can write these songs together. Why
Pretty
not?
amazing,
do it?
eh?
Why not
Yeah.
push it? Why not go as hard as we can with this?
That's right.
It's the most fun. We get to meet all these great people and interact with everywhere we go. We get to meet and interact and get to all these people. It's the funnest thing in the world.
It's a fantastic lesson in following your passion.
Absolutely. And it
Because
doesn't matter when you do it. Like,
Because
just
most
do
of us are just working, paying bills, and die.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and if you're not, it's part of the reason I got this show, because I do enjoy it, right? I get to meet cool dudes like you, and it's and bringing a voice to people that don't otherwise have it. You know, try to get a little bit of at least local coverage anyway.
Yeah,
Right?
that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
You know, it is. But boys, I think we're ready to wrap this one up and do a couple
Awesome.
of Facebook Lives, and this one will go in the collection. But the Facebook Lives will actually get 2,000-3,000 viewers. But for everybody that's out there, they want to get your music. You said that was on your website. What's your website?
That's right.
So it's the PRAIRIEDOGZ.com.
PrairieDogs.com. It's easy enough to find.
Yeah, and then same with Facebook, right?
Yeah, the Prairie Dogs. Yeah.
The Prairie Dogs on Facebook.
On Facebook.
And so that's great because everything for shows that we have coming up, we post them there. And we've already booked a few for Stampede, and that's starting to book up. It's really great, right? So, yeah, it's a great way to keep it.
And I'm going to ask all the listeners to be a part of the progress and to share, comment, and share on your page.
Right.
This is going to be on Facebook, then again on Facebook Live in a few minutes here when we do this. And I'm just going to ask everybody, help these guys be as famous as possible. Please share this and be a part of the progress, be a part of the fame.
Yeah.
And that would be awesome.
The lyrical screw up in the beginning should help with that.
Well, it will. You know, it's like watching NASCAR. Everybody's waiting for the car
right.
wreck.
Waiting for the right. That's right. Yeah. Vindicated with the second one. So there you go.
There you go, brother. It
yeah.
sounds good. And I got to say, your songwriting is goddamn good.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Like
much.
it really, really is.
And so, like,
And
really-
because if it wasn't, I just go, well, thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah.
but you know,
That's
like
right.
you say about get famous and all that, but I don't know. I don't even doesn't even enter the equation. But I mean, if we get a chance to do this,
Well,
I mean, I just
it's
think about.
tough to make a living at this if you're not famous.
Well, what I'd like to do is write
Yeah,
songs
but I just
for
think of like
huge
the
artists.
songs
That's what
we've
I'd
written
like to
so
do.
far. They mean a lot, and I think people can really relate to them. And I think our best writing's ahead of us. Like, like in 2 years, what song are we going to write? I can't wait to find that out, how great those are going to be.
Well, I'm going to do a little shout out to Calgary Songwriters Guild. Have you guys ever been out there?
Yeah. No, not the guild. We actually are part of that Facebook group though. Yeah.
Well, guys, it's a Tuesday. We'll carpool.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All
a buddy
right,
of mine from Okotoks here took me out there, and I performed there with a couple of my tunes that maybe we'll do later. So,
Yeah, neat. That's awesome.
You know, so when we were chatting, because my dream too is to take a couple of the songs that I've written, and if somebody likes it and goes, yeah, I think I can work with that,
Sell
maybe
'em. Yeah,
work with
that's right.
the
Yeah.
arrangement. If I could hear just one of my tunes getting played by somebody who sings much better and performs much better because they do it for a living.
Right on.
That would just be gold.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but if you guys can make a living at this full time, I mean, I don't see why you couldn't. Because honestly, your vocals are spectacular.
Thank you.
Like they're really good, and the nicest thing is they're mature, and you can pick it out from the crowd. You know, it's always funny when people say, "I sound like so and so." It's like, why the goddamn would you want to
Well,
do
that's it,
that?
right.
Like you should
Yeah.
sound like you.
Yeah. Yeah. Be you for sure.
Yeah.
Be
I
you.
mean, there's no, I think that I always think of the 3 reasons we got signed was 1, because of Dwight's voice, 2, because of Dwight's voice, and then 3, because of the songs that we're writing. But do we have a minute still? Because we should talk about
sure.
that. So anyways, like I was saying, last summer we got signed, and we really had no plan to be looking for a deal. You know, we both, read a bunch of stuff about how you could market your own music and be successful at that. So I thought, oh, isn't that interesting? Let's do it. Let's go for it. But anyway, then last summer we got out of the blue. Basically, we got an email from the president of music and film, and his name's Stephen Wrench, and he goes, "I really like what you're doing. Send me everything you got, including all links to social media, everything." So we scrambled and we got that to him later that day, and it was the following day he sent us an offer. It took that little of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when we, and we were skeptical of whether it was a scam or not.
Oh, for sure.
So we researched the crap out of this guy and their company, and
Yeah. Voting member of the Grammy
yeah,
Awards.
he's a voting
and,
member of the
like,
Grammys, but he was with Leonard Skinner for 18 years.
That's the real goddamn
he's
deal,
the real
right
deal.
there.
He's
Yeah,
a real deal. And, but, in talking to him, I mean, we were kind of nervous really for the first few months.
Right.
But he's just, what he likes about us, he says, you guys sound different. And he goes, that's how we felt with Skinner, was the same thing. He goes, he calls us a shit-kicking country band.
That's right. Yeah.
But he likes our sound. He thought it was different. And it was that is the reason. That is the reason why we got signed. We had a different sound, not just trying to sound like everybody else, which was a wicked compliment.
You guys got that nagging little negative voice in your head of like, oh, I can't do this now. I'm too old. Is that a conversation?
I don't think that ever came up.
Yeah.
Ever.
So,
I mean,
it's been a few
Not even in your head when you're like, oh God, what am I doing?
Sometimes when it's quiet, how many times he has to talk me down off the ledge twice a week, right? Probably.
What does come into play is the weight issue, because
Why?
Because if you go tour and you're hitting and you're yeah, seriously, right? So him and I went and got gym memberships so that we can actually be physically
So at the end of a double
so that we don't die.
At the end of a doubleheader when we're coming off the stage, we're pretty gingered about that.
Hey, yeah, that's funny. Yeah,
But I mean, it's been a hard few years here, right, in Alberta, and
It has.
with work, and there's a lot of people aren't doing that well, and we're not what we once were. As far as what I was doing for work, and I mean, I just figure at this point, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
am I too old? I don't know. I'm a pretty good guitar player. I can keep up.
No,
So
the reason
why
I
not?
ask is the friends of mine that are musicians are just assholes to each other. Like musicians could be the
Yeah,
worst,
yeah.
and always have all the why nots and all the negativity.
Yeah.
And you hear people at 35 going, well, I didn't make it by 23, so I can't do it.
No, man. No, we're proof of that.
Yeah.
We got signed in August, and you just don't know, man. Keep it up, keep going.
Yeah, like I think I was a good player at 35, right? But I mean, I know way more about music now. Way more about.
Oh, my
it, and
songwriting
have
ability is
way better
way better
understanding
than
of
when
it,
back in
and
the
way
day.
more experience to write about, right?
I tell you, you guys are putting the wind in my sails right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We have had both of us. We
Go.
had some tough,
Yeah.
tough things to deal with, and comes out in the music, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, use it to your advantage. I think one of the barriers to songwriting is a person's lack of courage to really bare themselves. So they stay in their head instead of opening up their chest and letting everybody have a look.
Yeah, right.
But the people that have the courage to do that and to be vulnerable and transparent, that's what people want. That's what they want in their songwriting, in their podcasts, in their news, you know, because there's so little of it. Everything is so produced right now and just not authentic. Everything's a sales pitch now.
Well, and that's why we enjoy being signed where we are, because they let us do what we want to do.
Yeah, our deal, we get total artistic control, which is
awesome.
That is awesome.
And when you sign with
it's a 360 deal, or
it's a 360
they
deal,
own you, they own your soul.
Yeah.
And there was no guy in a black cape, and there was no blood, and there was no Bible in the signing. You know what I'm saying? There was no satanic thing. It was just a.
Right.
Oh, that'll come. The Illuminati. If
Oh, my God.
You guys make it. The Illuminati. Be
Well,
like,
no,
You know,
I'm
that's
saying,
so
like,
funny.
I did not feel my soul.
Dwight, do you want everything you've ever wanted?
I actually got
Everything you could ever dream, Dwight.
Yeah, it wasn't that way.
Yeah.
There was no scary voices.
I did actually get a Facebook message that said, "Do you want to be part of the Illuminati?"
I was
after we did this.
I was a Freemason for like 8 years. So now people are going to connect those dots.
Watch when they make it. It's because Mark is a Freemason.
Oh my God, this is just stuff I hadn't thought of.
Yeah, this is awesome. Oh, yeah, cool.
That's a whole new thing to be paranoid about.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, brother, nice sound effect.
All right, boys. Well,
you.
let's wrap this one up and do a Facebook Live.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Thanks very
And
much.
Mark.
Thanks, gents.
Yeah.